Well, as you can see, we are not in a Freightliner. We are bumping along in a Peterbilt today. Hauling some of the world's life blood. Hauling a little bit of oil. Or condensate, actually, today, not oil. We're hauling condensate, which is a really, really light oil that is very... Oh, yeah. Very desirable around here because they mix it with the thick oil that we have in northern Alberta and ship it all over the world. Hopefully to more places now, so we can... not rely so much on the boys down south. But anyway, we're doing some moonlighting again, and it's kind of nice to be back into a tanker. Just doing your thing, local work, home every night. Park the truck and the trailer at my house. Kind of nice. Lots of logging out here. These guys are going fast and furious. Must be trying to get all the logs through the mill before extra tariffs get placed on them. So must be. Good to turn the radio on. Take her wide there. We're in a mix of icy and gravelly, so I'm just going to lock up the front axle just in case we get to spinning. Because you don't want those tires spinning if they're not locked up. Oh! Cattle guard. So you see that sign, Big Hill? This is the one we got to chain up on if we ever, when we're coming out of here loaded. So, it's been pretty good though. The ice is kind of all melted away, so now it's just gravel. So yeah, we just got to lock up all the axles and climb up it. Doesn't look like much. But it's funny, coming up here yesterday, I just hit the peak here, right at the peak of this hill, and snap! Next thing you know, I'm horizontal. The seat broke, the tilt on the seat, and I'm going up the hill, and then next thing you know, my head is back into the sleeper. I'm laying on flat on my back, and I got my foot on the throttle. Had to keep it like... I gotta tell you, my one ab muscle that I have was working overtime trying to get my big old fat carcass back upright so I could keep my foot on the throttle so I didn't get stuck up on the hill. It was quite humorous. It was like a walrus walking across the sandy beach, you know what I mean? That's kind of how it looked. Okay, we made her here. I'm just at the tanks here. Pulled up alongside. I look in my mirrors and I can see the load box. Well, you can't see it, but it's right there. Dirty mirrors. And then I look to see where my trailer is with the hose on it so that it'll reach. Takes practice. One thing a lot of people don't know, or maybe you do, I don't know, but what I do is I put it into gear, okay? Put it into gear, hold it into gear. I got the brakes on. Before, this is the PTO, I engage the PTO. Because what that does is it stops the transmission from spinning, okay? Before you engage your PTO switch. If anybody that has run a PTO before and you know you click the switch without, you know, you put your foot on the clutch and then you click the switch, if it goes it's because the transmission hasn't been slowed down by the clutch, which means it could mean your clutch brake isn't very strong or you just didn't wait long enough. I always find a gear first, flick the switch for the PTO, pull it out of gear, foot off the clutch, and PTO is started. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but the PTO is working. So I'm just going to turn it up here a bit, get the RPMs going on this beautiful sounding Caterpillar motor. And then, yeah. Hi. That's how I do it anyway. If you're running any kind of PTO, clutch in, have a gear, find a gear, it slows the transmission down, click the PTO over, pull it out of gear, whatever you do, foot off the clutch, PTO starts, and it's just saves wear and tear on your PTO so you don't get that. So if you've been running a PTO, you put your clutch in, hit your PTO switch, and it goes clink. That's not good. You got to slow that transmission down so that PTO fits in. Well, we're going to put the blue suit on, the fancy blue suit. You know, you always wear a blue suit to the office, right? So we're going to put the blue suit on and go hook up some hoses and haul some condensate. So stay tuned. Pretty simple. And then you fill out your bill. Somebody has to get paid somewhere for doing something. Brings back a lot of memories. I hold a lot.
Heavy 384.
Holy cow. Sometimes this radio stuff just drive a guy bonkers. When you're doing this tanking stuff, you're always feeling and listening, because the pump sounds different when it does certain things. Like if there's a problem with the pump sucking, you'll hear it. If something shuts down, you'll hear it. And then you're always watching. Normally I'm outside there. Once I get my paperwork done, I always put the bill at the location here, and then I'm outside checking my load and checking the lights and just walking around doing a bunch of checks and staying outside, because when you sit here all day, you can easily fall into the rut and never getting out walking around, especially when you're long haul driving. Doing this local stuff, you're in and out all the time. You get a little warm out, so you find yourself wanting to sit more. But I try to fight that as much as I can. Just trying to be home and still make some money. I know it's not my truck. Ideally it'd be nice to drive my truck again. I just don't know if I want to be chasing down the freight anymore, you know? I kind of like leasing on now. I'm not chasing the freight, I'm not chasing the insurance, I'm not chasing the fuel. You know, if you're chasing the money, it seems like you're always behind. Well, I always was, because, you know, I obviously didn't run a very good operation. Hey, you learn, right? Learn as you go. Definitely would do things differently second time around if I was to ever do that again, but and I mean, get more trucks, get employees and stuff like that. If I ever did that again, I would definitely do it differently, but no, I'm kind of enjoying myself, just looking after me. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm gonna go put this out there and check on my load. Stay tuned. I'll just show you this while I'm loading here. I'll just show you the seat. Put towels here. I can't drive without boots on. And I just put towels down to try and catch all this stuff, because you take the towel away, well, this thing, and it's all keeps carpets fairly clean. So that's how I just can't. I've done that. I've done the sock feet thing. Can't do it no more, man. But look at, got a ratchet strap. Got a ratchet strap here holding this seat, because old tanker broke her there. So see if we can see the bolt. No, you can't see it anyway. I never had good luck with these Bostrom seats. I've had a couple. I've had one of these pro rides, and then I've had a wide ride, because I got a wide butt, and they just never seem to hold up. Because this is what broke here, this tilt, right? And the tilt, it's never strong enough for the abuse that a truck driver puts through them. And not every truck driver is in prime physical condition either, right? So, why can't I? Anyway, oh, there you go, you can see it. So you can see the broken bolt, half of it in there, and it was hooked to that, into there. So this was down, right? And that bolt, this bolt sheared off. There it is. So it happens when you have a tank using your seat. Anyway, I tried everything to get that out last night, helped the guy out, But he's gonna need a new seat because that's a welded part. Unless he wants to figure something out. But hey, this works too. This works pretty good too. Oh, did it just come loose? Son of a gun. I gotta fix it again. So now we're all done. We're loaded up. Really loaded. Clutch in. The clutch switch isn't working on this truck, so I gotta hit the brake to drop the RPMs down. Clutch is in. It's just this switch here. Right there, that one. Switch it back and forth. Clutch off. PTO is disengaged. Alright, let's go trucking. Tanker on to 384 at 3.5. Loaded. Just coming home. See if we can figure out how to back this thing in here. I know we can figure out how to, and just see if I can figure out how to show you how I do it. Still a little icy in some spots, in the shade, eh? See here, don't go too far to the edge. So we're gonna spin here. Keep her on the road there, big fella. The cattle guard. There we go. Find the gear. There we go. Even though we're out in the woods, still want to put on our hazards. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Make sure nobody's coming for me, will ya? Check over this side. Anybody coming? Anybody coming? How's it looking on that side? You can't see in the mirror. Neither can I. Lots of snow and ice around. Oh, watch what I'm doing here. Don't take out my gate either. Hey, get back here. Oh, Miss T would have a serious issue if I took the gate with me. Alright, now we'll come back and close the gate up. I'm gonna leave it on the road because it's a little too soft. Believe it or not, there is a road under all this. It's a little too soft to put in the grass right now. I back it straight up into there. I don't know if you saw a picture or not. You guys will show you where my trailer is, my flat deck. But it's a little too sloppy right now. Shut that off. Don't want to go too far. Let's try and keep it on the road here. This should be good. This should be good. And there's the house way up there. All right. That's it. We have made it. What a beautiful day. Look at the temperature, eh? Compared to what it was. Last time I was in this truck, it was like minus 30 something, minus 29 something. Boom, boom, boom. Do I get the keys? Don't need them. Now, some of you might be asking, what the hell did that guy do to his upper lip? It was an accident. I've had a mustache or a beard or goatee or something for, well, when you got a face like this, you do whatever you can to cover it up. So, well, since I popped out, I think there. Gave my mom heartburn, you know, that's what they say about a hairy baby, right? So I think I was born with a mustache, maybe. But you see, we had a trimming incident there last week, and, you know, just giving her a little trim, and all of a sudden it got a little twinge, and holy jump, another trimming incident. So, big gouge out of the old stasheroonie, so us men were pretty lucky, you know. If you got a bad haircut or you gotta do something to your face, you just take her down to the wood and start over. Right? That's what you gotta do. Well, we're home. Sun's shining, the flags are waving. It's a beautiful, beautiful weather here. Let me show you something though. There's the beast. The old flat deck. It fits on here not too bad, but this is just slop city. Slop city. So hopefully I don't have to go pick it up. Hopefully it dries out a little bit before I have to go pick it up. That's one thing I wasn't thinking about. I should have parked it up here. But, you know, we learned the hard way. What a beautiful night. Oh, we got a moose coming. There's a moose. You ever seen a Canadian moose? There's a moose. How you doing there, Trouble? He's just a wreck. You're just a mess. Look at you. You're soaking wet. You're soaking wet. Did you have a good day? Did you have a hard day? Yeah. I'm not running that fast. Oh, who's that? Go get him. Go get that other guy. And he's off. Yeah, we'll just leave it with that. What a beautiful sunset. Everybody take care. We'll see what's coming up next. Bye for now. What does this thing do? Oh boy. Oh boy. Chugga 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 chugga. Chugga 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 chugga.